Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our first running of the SF1 historic, event. No, the SF1 historic F1 event, paying tribute to the late great Sir Sterling Moss. We have a couple of guys in this lobby. We are going to have a lobby right after this, but tonight these guys are going to have 8 laps to attack the historic Spa Grand Prix in the Lotus 25, and then they will be attacking the Monza Grand Prix. So just waiting for these guys to get ready to go. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we did a little bit of a rough start at the beginning, and a couple of guys were stuck in the pit. So hopefully that's not the case on this go around. But we're gonna definitely enjoy this race. A couple of guys here, Goats here, Ravens here, Coco's here, SF1 Tom is here, Evil's here, Lucky 13 is here, Speedy is here, and Weber is here. So good to see these guys jump in. They're gonna have 8 laps to attack this race, and then we'll be on to the Monza Grand Prix, where you guys will see that famous loop. Sir Sterling Moss actually raced around that. You've actually seen, if you've ever watched the glorious movie Grand Prix, which it was actually in that movie. If you've never seen that movie, it's a good movie. Go check it out. But until then, let's get ourselves stuck into this. Race looks like it's going to get kicked off here. Syncing right now. Let's get ready to go. Here we go. 5. The lights are lit. Here we go. This is going to be great. And they're away. A couple guys get a bad start. Going to jump through. Ravens out in the lead. Going to go up the original El Rouge here. Going through a couple of things, pylons, a couple of guys going bouncing around. Evil's found himself in the P3 already, so that's what actually P4 now. He's flying. He's actually overtaken Tom. Whereas Lucky, Raven got out to a clean start, so he's up ahead of everybody right now. Lucky's right there in P2. Evil's P3, getting a bit loose. It looks like Tom's having it, or Speedy's having a bit of trouble. So let's ride on board. Let's go actually onto SF1 Tom's cockpit if I can figure out the controls as quick as possible. Looks like Evil slams through the wall really hard, grinding that wall on the outside. Looks like Tom's going to make a move, go back to trackside. This is actually pretty intense. But Tom's made his way through. Evil now sitting in P4. How is Speedy doing? Speedy's P5, Weber P6, Goat P7. Looks like Coco's right there in P8. Having a bit of trouble the last time around. Ooh, Raven. What has happened to Raven? A bit of pieces laying on the or the track. It looks like Ravens might have collected something somewhere. But let's jump through. Evil slams the wall again really hard, taking out the pylons. This is going around the turn. It looks like Speedy's gonna hit him just a bit. Let's this is actually pretty intense. Let's jump on board. Actually, let's jump on board with Weber. Weber's on the outside, collecting those pylons as hard as possible. Weber really fighting here. Speedy, those guys all have a bit of fun. Evil now. Let's jump back through to the track side. These guys all fighting each other for position. Look at Evil, Weber, and Speedy gonna go through it. Down the long straight. This is actually one of the longest tracks of the original historic Monza, or not Monza, the Belgian Grand Prix. Back, it was about 8.6 miles. Oh, there's bits and pieces flying everywhere. Oh, this is actually so hilarious. Let's jump on board with Weber. He's actually caught this pack now. And yeah, Weber's not too far back. Whereas Evil is falling really far behind. He does have Coco keying up. What has happened to Goat? Goat's back in P8. We're going to jump back through. Where's Tom? We're going to jump through here with Speedy. Speedy trying to hold on to these guys. Oh, it looks like Tom's gone real hard in the wall on the outside to the left. Looks like Carlos goes really wide as well. Actually going to get the middle part. Currently watching Speedy. We don't need the overview. We're going to jump through here now. Tom, so Sterling Moss, great F1 driver for his time. Raced with Fangino, raced with Mercedes, raced with Lotus. Unfortunate to hear about his passing. But this is kind of a tribute. Hopefully not a bad tribute, but look at Raven. Raven now fighting Weber. These two going at it. We're going to stick with these guys for the meantime. I think that these guys have 8 laps to attack. So it's a 4-minute lap, if you can imagine. Concentration must stay as much or as strong as possible. I'm going to actually send this quickly to the groups as well. Cancel out of this. Looks like Raven's gone through. Weber's right there. How about the battle between these guys? Where is Coco? Evil's right there. Goat's sitting back there. I wonder if Goat had an issue. Looks like it was that Weber who went loose. No, it was SF1 Tom. Evil did the same thing. Look at the guys battling back and forth. Gonna get through back to the one hairpin. Looks like Tom took it really sharp. Ended up collecting the curves, going down the hill, and they're gonna go back up El Rouge. One of the, I mean, this track was crazy at its time. Actually gonna ride with. Here we go. Tom's climbing the wall. Goes really deep into the wall as hard as he could. He's lost a lot of time, but he does have the guys right ahead of him. So let's see if he can hang on to them. Now we do have 2 lobbies going because we've had a lot of interest in this. So a couple of guys here, and then there'll be a couple of guys like SF1 Senna who are taking part in their respected lobbies in just a bit. Searching through here. Gonna share this. Just jump back and through, get a better camera angle. Back to the trackside view. Go up to Speedy, who is battling. Looks like Coco. Coco's gotten himself up there pretty high. Where's Weber sitting? Weber's right there. Raven, Lucky is just peeled off. He's on lap 2. So lap 2 of 8. He's definitely put the work in. He's flying. Let's watch Weber. Let's actually watch Raven. Lucky and Raven are running something similar. Whoa, what happened to Raven? Oh. So a bit of field. Oh, Carlos is flying. Carlos did absolutely no practice before this race started, except for maybe a couple of laps. So he's having some fun, that's for sure. Where's Goat? Goat is catching up to Evil, so we're gonna have to watch that. Running through. Is Raven going to be able to pull down the gap between himself and Lucky? However, Weber is starting to catch Raven, so we're going to keep on board with that. Here comes Weber. Can he make a move on Raven here soon? Let's actually look at his cockpit view. You can actually get a sense of the car if you go to the chase cam and the sound of it. Here we go. Let's go back to the cockpit view. Jump back on through to the trackside. The trackside, I think, is an amazing camera on this game. These guys on lap 2, they will have 6 more laps to contend to. Tom, what has happened to Tom? Tom has indication on the side. He is starting to catch Speedy. Speedy's right up the road, but Weber right now working on Raven, so we're going to keep with these 2. Lucky's not too far in the distance. Raven has caught him just a bit. Gap now 4.6 seconds. Raven, I think, is starting to get the handle of his car. Both Weber and Raven are running the same livery. Look at those cars. So can you imagine driving these cars back then? It was absolutely insane. Don't think I would want to do that myself. Coco has moved up P4. That is the last indication race feed we have. Whoa, Raven's gone really wide. That's going to allow Weber to have a fight here. Weber's gone to the inside. Gets the job done. Raven now falls to P3, so Weber up to P2. We're going to go into this final turn. I'm actually going to do this the proper way this time. And we're going to ride with Raven as we go through. We're actually going to ride with... Oh, Raven's behind. Can't tell who's behind. They're side by side. They're going to go up to El Rouge. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 1962 El Rouge. Really have to take it easy on here. Cars are bouncing all sorts. And Raven gets a little wide. Is he going to touch Weber? Don't think that's going to be the case. Side by side, they're going to go. That is actually incredible. Let's jump through now. Where is Tom? Tom's down to P6. Goat has gotten himself around SF1 Evil. So there's Evil now in P8. Will he be lapped? Only time will tell, but these two are really having quite a battle between each other. Lucky's not too far off now. Only 3.8 seconds is the gap that separates them. So this should be interesting to see. Looks like Weber's going to make a move to try to go around Raven. Now, if you guys are interested in this is Project Cars 2. I'm going to give you guys a big shout that currently right now in April, the month of April on Xbox One, this game is free. So if you like what you see, download it. We might look at some run-ins of this game in the future with Simulation Formula 1. But if you actually like the stream, go ahead and smack that like button. We have actually decided to do this. This is one of our off days. GP2 had the race yesterday. GP1 will be attacking the Canadian Grand Prix tomorrow. But we wanted to have a good little fun race between these guys on a different game. So fastest lap, Lucky actually set the fastest lap at a 4:02. That is how long this race is. Ravens actually set the fastest first sector at 1 minute 5 seconds. All the while, Weber is really trying to pull Raven back down. Gap at the top now at 2.1 seconds. So Raven and Weber are starting to catch Lucky 13, who is right there. We're going to have a good battle for the lead here in a bit. Weber moves up to P2. Raven right there. Oh, there's a gap between everybody else. Yes, I mean, this is incredible. Incredible look at Weber. I think he touched the inside. That's going to allow Raven to have a run here. It's actually going to allow Raven to have a good fight here. Jump back on through with Raven, who's right there. There's Weber. There's Lucky, not too far off in the distance. Look at, Weber's doing his best to make that car as wide as possible. So the Lotus 25, pretty famous. It did give Sir Sterling Moss a couple of wins, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I do know that he did win in that car. Now these guys are lucky I didn't decide to drop them into the Monaco Grand Prix. But look at Raven, he's going to go for the inside. Look on Weber. Weber's going to offer him that space. Let's jump on through with Weber. There goes Raven. Lucky's not too far off. We're going to jump back to the track side. Give you guys an idea of how these guys are doing on the map. Everybody is within the right sector of each other. So they're not too far off. They're starting to catch each other. They might actually just bunch each other up just for the fun of it. Gonna turn that map off. Battle for the lead now. Definitely Raven's looking to go for the lead. There is Lucky in the distance. Weber's right there. Let's jump on through. And look at his chase cam. Actually, the roof of his car as we go down the hill. He does have Raven and Lucky. Go back to on board. Oh, here we go. Up the hill. Touches a bit of the grass, which is very dangerous in this game. Trackside, we're going to go back to. Raven now sandwiched in between himself and Lucky 13. Lap 4. 4 laps remain after this lap. Battle is heating up. Sorry for that. Tom's moved up to P6. Let's look down through the field here. Tom and Speedy battling out. Who's right up ahead of him? Coco's not too far ahead of him. But I'm going to jump back through this battle at the front here. It is going to get Titanic. Here we go. Riding on through. Looks like Raven's going to go for a move for the lead. Look at the battle at the lead. Lucky's still holding on. Jump on through. Raven right there. Weber's right there. So Weber, let's look at the battle here. Coco is in a comfortable P4. How about these guys at the back? Oh, here we go. Here comes Tom, Go, and Speedy. Where's Evil right now? I think SF1 Evil is battling that car just a bit. The only one that's running the classic library from the Lotus is that green and yellow. Be interesting. Here goes Goat on SF1 Tom. Speedy not too far off these guys. Into it. Looks like these guys are collecting. Whoa! These guys are, just going out after it. Why not? We are on. Lucky's still on lap 4. So we're going to have 4 more laps after this one. Speedy trying to keep up with these guys. Jump through and look at the top. Weber, Lucky still holding on to the lead. Raven's right there in P2. Jump through, back down. Speedy running with these guys ahead of him. Trying to maintain. I do know there's a good slipstream that happens in this race if you can tuck behind the car. These guys absolutely dog. Side by Speedy's catching him. Can he make a move? Let's actually jump on board with Speedy's roof camera. There we go. Goat's gonna make a move on Tom. Speedy's doing really well just hanging behind him. We're gonna actually run with Speedy for just a bit as we go up through the last couple corners. SF1 Tom. No, Goat and Speedy have gone wide into the gravel, into the grass, which is... Oh no! Big crash. Speedy's got his way through. Tom right there and Goat tangle with each other. So there is actually no damage set on these cars, but we did put visual on just for the likes of it. Gonna jump back through and go back to the track side. Let's jump on through. How's the lead at the top? Because Raven's right behind him. Raven is right there. Let's jump through and go on to his actual cockpit view. Side by side, they're gonna go. Chase camera. Track side. Lucky's now falling to P2. Raven has taken the lead of this race on lap 5. Lucky, I think, will have something to say. I know he does race in this game quite often. Oh no, Lucky's gone into the gravel. That's gonna allow Weber through. Weber has gone up to P2. So Lucky will have a couple laps just to maintain and get himself sucked back into this race. 2.7 seconds gap is not something to throw away. You do have 3 more laps going. Evil's now fallen 1.8 seconds behind the guys ahead of him. Tom now is behind Goat. Speedy up in a comfortable P5. Coco kind of in his no man's land, just riding, doing really well for the guys at the top. Weber has fallen just a bit off. Let's see if he can collect himself, get further up the grid. Turn that up just a bit for you guys. I know that the volume was probably a little bit low. It's all a learning process sometimes. Weber has moved into P2, so Raven just taking a look here. Lap 6 should just about be coming up, as Raven has a couple more laps ahead of him. He has 3 laps remaining after he crosses the line on the backstretch of this track. I'm going to give you guys an actual look again. Actually, let's give you guys an idea of the speedo. They're only doing about 138 miles per hour, 136. If you do get stuck in the slipstream, which Lucky is, he should have a little bit more horsepower. A little slower this time around. He is starting to catch Weber ahead of him, though. How about the map? You got a couple guys battling. Looks like Speedy Goat and Tom are still within each other. How about the timings? Timings are looking pretty quick right now. Fastest lap, Raven is done. Actually, Lucky has done the fastest lap. So now Lucky has caught back up to Weber. Is he going to think about a move here? No, he's going to stick it right behind him. Raven's not too far ahead of them. It looks like Weber went a bit wide on that exit. Around the hairbend, and they're going to come down to the famous hill. Strut on board as we go. Is that on board? Let's go to cockpit view. Up, radio. It's a bit different than the Formula 1 games, that's for sure. As Lucky goes a bit wide into the gravel, but he holds onto the car really well, so he's going to have a good run down. I'm actually going to ride on board with Lucky just for a bit so you guys can see the kind of track this mega spa track used to be. And it didn't last long before they started changing it and adjusting the track itself, because it was just far too dangerous. Here we go, Lucky around this corner, does really well, easy, puts the outside of the wall. I think Raven and Weber did the same thing. You can see Weber looking to make a move on Raven. Not just yet though. It's about a 4-minute lap, these tracks. So lap 6, they're going to have 2 laps after this, so they're going to have about 8 more minutes to keep their focus. Lucky is starting to catch him. Really well done through this corner. You gotta lay off the throttle here just a bit, click the gear down so you get the run through. That probably, these guys are actually holding on to these cars really well. Better than I have. I did a couple practice runs and I couldn't even get 1 lap in. But we're gonna actually click through. So probably one of the most, I remember Jack and Stewart talking about the most dangerous part of this track is this part coming up to where the farmhouse used to sit, as you would almost take this completely flat out, and if you didn't, you lose so much time in the lap, because the lap is pretty much 4 minutes. Here we go, right through there. Yeah, as you can tell, the difference between who runs on PC 2 and who doesn't. I would have been in back right behind Evil. Look at Revin now. Right here, right in front of them. We're going to go to the trackside view. The longest. Are they going to touch the barrier? They're getting close. They did really well. Easy on the throttle. Easy on that chicane. Side by side, Lucky's actually did that. Let's jump through. Coco sitting comfortably P4 still. Speedy's now P5 Goat. Tom just flying, whatever that was. I have no idea what that was. But Max, what I was saying, there is room in the next lobby, so please feel free to jump in. And Evil's windscreen is completely smashed. So lap 6, as these guys are tangling with each other, Raven is right behind Weber, still battling each other for the lead. Lucky's not too far off in the distance. He is keeping these guys within sight. Interesting race these guys are having. Oh, gonna jump with Raven. This is making a move on Weber yet again. It looks like Raven's pulled into the lead. Webber's right there. Whereas Lucky and all this gap is starting to build. Lucky at 3.2 seconds. These two are just flying. Down into the final chicane. We're actually going to see if I can jump through. Go to the cockpit view, around this hairpin, and down the hill, going up to here we go. Up El Rouge and into the corner. Looks like Webber touches a bit of the grass. Lucky right there. Is he doing the same? No, he stays out of the grass. So let's jump through back on the track side, lap 7. Penultimate lap of this Belgian Grand Prix, and then it will be on to Monza. I believe that Monza, I'll have to use a lot of the onboard camera instead of the track side. Here we go. Alright. Getting stuck in. Look at the gap. Coco's still sitting P4. Webber and Raven really just going after each other. Lucky's fallen to 6.3 seconds. So I wonder what happened there. Where's Goat? Goat is not too far off Speedy. Where's Tom? Tom a little bit behind. Goat. How is Evil doing? Evil's kind of in his own little bubble. Picking up the gears down into the hairpin. Really throttles it through that final corner. Gets a little loose, takes out a lot of the pylons, and slides the car around. So Evil not having the best of luck this evening. I think this is what happens when you only do a couple laps, but he's going to go down the hill. Then we're going to jump back on with the guys leading this race. Just about one lap to go. How punchy are they going to get? Side by side coming down this backstretch, long backstretch. Webber has moved up to P1. Lucky has kind of fallen. I think both Raven and Webber have put the throttle down. Riding with Raven. Both running the same color scheme, I would say. Whoa, Raven slides that car around just a bit. Tucking in behind Webber. He will have a tow. Is he going to make a move here? It looks like he might just about have the speed to get it done. Still side by side. Webber's falling to P2. Is Webber going to hold on? Or is he going to tuck behind Raven? We will see. It looks like he might just tuck in behind. Does so and tucks in. These guys are pushing. They're going to have one more lap after they complete this lap. Let's see who picks up the win this evening. This is definitely going to be the battle to watch towards the end of this race. How about Lucky? Lucky's fallen 8.1 seconds down. Coco's there in P4 still, just holding on to it. Speedy and Goat here. Goat has caught up to Speedy. Speedy now running P6. He's going to tuck behind Goat. We're going to have to watch these guys for just a bit. Look at the track map and see how these guys are doing. I can see a couple of the gaps right now. Speedy right there. Let's ride on board with his roof cam. Right there is Goat ahead of him. Side by side, Speedy trying to hold on to the speed as much as he can. Easy on the throttle. He's going to go wide into the barrier. Just misses it, but crashes hard into that barrier. Looks like that's going to allow Goat to kind of pull away a bit more of a lead. Going to jump back through with these guys. It looks like Webber's now put the pedal to the metal. He's going to pull away. How about Raven? Where is Raven right now? Raven is about 1.1 seconds away from Webber in the lead. Last lap of this Grand Prix. jump on through. Speedy in P6, Goat P7 or P5, Tom's in P7, Evil is in P8. We're gonna watch these two as they go around the final lap of this Grand Prix. Can Raven get up to Weber and pass him? It's all about the car. Let's ride on board actually and see how he's doing. Let's look right on the roof. I think the roof camera is probably the best, unless you want to go to the cockpit camera. Can he pull up closer? One final lap to go. It looks like Weber got really close to that inside wall, or that outside wall that is. Raven throws it into that turn. Really well done. Weber gets a bit wide. Raven doing all he can to pull up to the back of him. Really have the final go here. They're running out of time. They have just about 4 miles, I'd say, at this point to complete this race. Can Raven pull up behind him and get that race win? Here we go. Raven is pulling up ever so closer to Weber. Right back on the roof. There's Weber right ahead of him. Is he going to make a move on the inside? He is. He's going to have the inside look. Going down this hill. Trackside it is. We're going to go down into this long right-hander. Raven moves up to P1, so Weber now in P2. I think Raven might have this race unless Weber has a good, solid run towards the backstretch. Will collect the toe. Really well done for both of them to get through that corner. Let's jump on board actually with, if I can get the things correctly. It's still just a learning curve. Here is Weber P2. Raven ahead of him. That is the race win. Can he get the job done? Puts it up to 5th gear. Should have just a bit more of a toe though than Raven in P1. Gap is half a second, 5/10. Can he get it done? Jump through back to the track side. Only a little bit of time left remains in this race. I think Raven has inched out what he needed to do. Lucky that back there in P3 has done really well. Was leading the race for a good bit. Probably about 4 laps until these two kind of clicked on into their own and caught him. Riding on board Chase. Let's see. These guys are going to cross the line, I think, 1 and 2. Will the same story be the same for the Monza Grand Prix? Here we go, last final. Coming into the hairpin, it looks like Raven's done enough to keep the win. He's going to cross the line. Raven and Weber, job well done this evening. Collects P1 and P2. Right down the line they go. Race complete. There is Weber. Let's run through with Lucky's. He's going to complete this race in P3, finishing out the podium. So congratulations to both Raven, Weber, and Lucky as well. Lucky crosses the line. That is his race over with. Coco has gone wide into the grass. And he's just driving up the hill. Having a bit of fun. Where's Speedy? Oh, Speedy. Something has happened to Speedy. Goat, where's Goat? Well, how about Coco? Where's Coco? Driving down the hill. Coco might have Tom coming soon. I'm not sure. Let's look at the map quick. No, those guys are further behind, so we're going to ride with Coco as he finishes out his Grand Prix in P4. After taking a bit of a scenic route up that little hill. Solid job by Coco to finish this race, though, in P4. Then we'll jump back with Tom and Speedy. Coco crosses the line, jumping on board with Speedy and Tom as they're going to go side by side through this race. Here we go. happening? What is happening? Oh, Goat and Evil decided to have a little battle again. But Tom now working on Goat, or not Goat, Speedy. Gonna go side by side in the final few corners. Can Tom get around Speedy? Look at Tom sending it inside. He's completely annihilated himself. So yeah, that's Speedy. Speedy's pulled away now. Speedy should have P5 comfortably, as Tom decided to go for a move that might have worked in a Formula 1 car nowadays, but in this car, definitely not. Speedy's gonna come up to the line and cross in P5, so congratulations, Speedy. Tom, thinking about a late ditch move, did not pay off. If damage was on, he would have been out of this race completely. But Speedy crosses the line now in P5. Tom is going to cross the line in P6. We're going to jump through with these two battling for the last few corners. Can Evil make a move on Goat? Goat takes a bit of the outside. Evil loses the end of the car. Ooh, job well done to keep a hold of the car, though. I think Goat is having a bit of fun with Evil here, so he might slow down just a bit. These guys have 136 seconds remaining to finish this race. I have a bit of the track left to make sure they do it. Jump through, actually, let's look at the onboard. Let's look at Evil's roof cam. He's gonna go for an inside look on Goat. Goat goes to 8. Is he gonna have a run on Evil? Evil goes really wide. Oh, spits out from the grass. So does Goat. Side by side, they're gonna go into the finals corner. These guys, I think, are having a bit of fun with it. Only a few corners remain, 90 seconds remain for these guys to complete the race. They should easily do so. Side by side, they're going to go into the hairpin. Who's going to come out in P7? Goat goes up to P7. Oh, they find each other. Evil uses Goat's car to slide, and Evil loses it. So Goat finishes P7. And Evil is going to finish P8. That was quite a race. So there you guys have it. Race is complete. That was an interesting race. Raven picks up the win, followed by Weber in P2. Lucky 13, P3, followed by Coco is in P4. Speedy P5. SF1 Tom P6. Goat in P7. And Evil finishes P8. So we'll be right back for the Monza Grand Prix. Hang with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for race two of this event for Lobby 1. We are stuck in. I had a feeling with the historic Monza track that I would not be able to have a trackside view, and that seems to be the case. But nevertheless, we're going to ride on board with a lot of these guys. So the famous Monza loop is in this race. Get stuck in. We have all 8 drivers ready to go, just waiting for these guys to peel away, and we'll be on our way. It looks like Raven is P1, Tom is in P2. That's going to be interesting. Speedy's in P3. Coco starting this race in P4, where he finished Spa. Weber P5. Goat P6. Lucky's P7. And Evil starting in P8. So, race 2, Monza. This is going to be actually really interesting to see how this goes on. One lap is a complete loop, and the other lap is going to be the actual GP track they raced this time before and then after they removed this loop. The loop was considered far too dangerous for these guys. I think they ran it 3 races, but it looks like we're about ready to go. Everybody's stuck in the pits for some reason. But nevertheless, we're gonna get ready to go and just have a good go at it. Away we go. Looks like Evil's a bit late on the gas. Speedy gets up to P2. Let's ride on board. A lot of guys moved up. Just look at the bumper. Oh, Goat didn't know that there was a move there. Oh, look at Goat. Oh yeah. That's absolutely hilarious. Let's ride on board. Evil has no idea where he's supposed to go. That is hilarious. Raven's moved up out of the pits. A couple guys for some reason got stuck in the pits, but here we go. The famous loop in the Monza Grand Prix. Speedy leading right now. Goat is right behind them. I believe one person has dropped. Not sure who it was. It might have been Lucky who was not in this. Riding on board. Let's look through. Actually go to the roof camera of this one. A couple guys have dropped. It looks like they might have another restart. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a quick restart was needed, yet again, we are back here. We should load up just fine and have ourselves one heck of a race with Italy right on. Just waiting for everything to load in. We should get ready to go. These guys, I think, are going to be ready to load up right away. But until then, this is going to be absolutely hilarious. So, the original Monza, you guys can see there, the first lap, you go into a hairpin and then you have the loop situated at the back. And then you have your first lap, which is actually considered a lap, which is the entire original loop of the Monza Grand Prix. We're going to ride with Coco, who is in P10. We do have an addition for this race. We have Whiffy. It looks like Coco has dropped for some reason. No, not Coco. Somebody has dropped. I didn't see who that was. I think it was Raven. Raven has dropped yet again for some reason. But we're going to take this away and get ready to go here soon. Raven has retired from this race. I know there's another lobby that's waiting to race, so we're gonna have to get going here soon. Everybody here through. Just waiting on them to go. So yeah, I don't have a trackside camera for this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be on board for most of the race, but you guys will see the view, and it's going to be quite intense. Trying to decide who do I want to start on. Enzo's there in P5, Speedy's P4, Weber P2, Tom's now in P2. Here we go. We're going to actually ride with Coco on this first lap, sinking just a bit. There we go. Ready to go for this Monza Grand Prix, waiting for the lights to go out. Away we go. A couple guys have kind of a bit of a jump start. Speedy moved up to P3. A couple guys making a move. There's a hairpin right here. Let's see if everybody knows and breaks for it. Side by side. First hairpin. Coco pulls the inside. And goes into the bundle. And a bit of tangle there. Cone's flying. Haybarrow's flying. There's Evil right there in P9 now. Let's actually ride back with Evil. Here we go around the famous Monza loop. See how these guys manage. Looks like Evil's going a bit slow. Let's ride on through with Coco. Coco now. Actually, let's ride on with Speedy and Tom going after it. P1. Oh, Tom's touched the grass. That's in this game. There goes Weber. Weber's right there. How's Wolfie doing? He's right there in P6. Enzo, Weber, and Lucky all battling here. Bit of a love bump there. Look at the two going up from the top. We're going to ride with Weber as we go through. We're actually going to ride with Enzo. Easy on the loop. Bit of a touch. Don't want to touch each other's car. It's a bit of a touch. Whoa, it's getting, oh my gosh. There's a car flying. This is why we're doing it. We want to just have fun as a group racing. But Enzo now P4. How's Whippy? P5. Go P6 just behind Whippy. I will give it a go and see how the trackside isn't doing anything. Let's ride on board in Ghost Cockpit. I think the roof was the best view for this. Now there's Coco. Coco's down P8. Evil's P8. Actually, Tom's in P9. Side by side. Oh, with you, Coco. Oh, jeez. That was intense. If he's stuck upside down, don't know if he'll be able to. He does get sorted. So now Weber's behind Lucky for the lead of this race. Here we go. Can Weber get around? Enzo's not too far behind P3. Speed's right there as well. P4. Side by side. Enzo gets a bit of the grass. It's going to allow Speedy to have a run. But this is the actual first lap of this race after they exited the famous loop. Here goes Weber. Can he get around Lucky? We lock the setup so everybody's on an equal form this time. Around the long here, this actually is now still in this race. You guys will recognize it pretty well as we come down through this back stretch, going in back into the loop. So we're going to ride with Weber. Where is Enzo? Enzo's right there. Anybody else relatively close? I think that some of the guys here are battling the car difficulty. Oh, Lucky's gone way wide. So Weber's into the lead. Where's Lucky going to come out? Speedy's gone through. Speedy actually collecting the grass as well. Coco's right there. How close is everybody? So we're going to ride with Enzo now, who's battling Weber ahead of him. Coming up into this chicane. Be sure to brake. Brake easy because it is a tight hairpin. Enzo gets on the brakes. Very, very well done. Into that hairpin. Weber goes a bit wide. Goes back around. Here we go. Weber touches the wall, so here Enzo's going to have an amazing run on him. We're going to jump on board. Enzo collects to the inside. See, this is why I wish I had a trackside camera. Enzo pulls to the lead of this race. Lucky's right there in P3. Where's Speedy at? Speedy's battling. I think the corner's just a bit. Weber in P2 versus Enzo in P1. Where's Tom at? Tom, let's see how he gets on with this hairpin. Brakes, and it's gonna go right into the wall. I hope he knows he can't get through that wall. There we go. Whippy now on Evil, SF1 Evil. Let's actually ride with these two for a bit. Evil on the outside, Whippy's gonna pull it to the inside. Ooh, Evil's touch the grass. Easy does it. Whippy's moved up to P7. Go riding in P6. Coco is in P5. Speedy P4. Lucky right here on board with him. P3. You have Enzo and Weber looking like they're going at it here. Let's get us a cockpit view of Enzo now as they go through. Give you guys an idea of this lap. Looks like Enzo had to back out just a bit, so Weber's been able to pull away. Where's Lucky now in this? Lucky's right there. Enzo trying to hang on. Enzo did really good on the entry of that corner. Weber's right there in front. Weber gets a bit wide, but does hang on to it. So welcome to 1962 Monza Grand Prix. It is absolutely crazy. Jumping back through, how's the guys in the grid? Any other battles I should see just yet? Whippy is starting to catch Evil again. Evil got through. SF1 Tom, I think he's having a bit of difficulty on the track. Probably no laps of practice. Lucky now in P3. Can he get caught up to these guys ahead of him? It's a really good run out of that last exit there. This is where a lot of guys got caught out and left wide into the gravel. Here we go. Easy on the brakes, does it? Looks like Whippy, or looks like Lucky's gone wide again. That's gonna allow Speedy. Speedy's gonna catch up to Lucky. Lucky's gone through. Jump through and go to the. How's the bumper look through here? Speedy's collecting a bit of that wall. How's Coco? Speedy, so let's ride it through with Enzo. Enzo has a good entrance into that corner. Weber goes a bit wide again on the grass, not giving any room. Weber goes really wide again. Enzo's going to get around him. We'll ride with Weber as we go through this one loop, lap 3 of this race already. Oh, Weber got a little loose. But he's going to have a good run on Enzo here. I still wish I had a track view of this race. Where's Lucky? Lucky's P3. Speedy's coming down in P4. Coco's going around the loop now. Our Goat's there. Where's Whiffy? Evil's right there. And Tom's having terrible time here. Oh, Who is that battling for? It looks like it's going to be Weber and Enzo still going after it. Weber on the outside up to the top of the loop. Weber's moved up to P1. Lucky, fastest sector 1 with 107. Enzo's tucked in behind Weber. Can I give a bit of a... How about the splits? What are the splits looking like? Overview. How's the overview? We're going to get a little away from that turf pit. How's the map looking? A couple guys pretty close. There'll be SF1 Tom on the back. Enzo working on Weber. Easy on the brakes, does it? He's closed in on Weber. I thought there was going to be a bit of contact. There is. Enzo doing really well. He's going to hold on to him. And Weber actually picked up a bit of the grass. Where's Lucky in this matter? He's still P3. Speedy grabs a lot of the grass. Coco, I think, starting to catch Speedy just a bit. Goat down P6. Whiffy is starting to catch Goat again. It looks like Evil's doing a little bit better this time around. He's hanging on to the back of Whiffy. But Lucky around that long hand corner. So the battle to watch here is Enzo versus Weber. Easy does it. Looks like Enzo thought about making a move to the inside. Weber does really well to go around. Doesn't get caught out. Is Lucky gonna get... Oh, Lucky got almost caught out again. You can see the gravel on the road. Weber pulls away really well, going into that hairpin. Will Enzo collect up back to him? How is Speedy? Speedy looks like he's struggling just a bit. Goat and Evil. Somebody's name, I think, is dropped. It was strange. Oh, okay. I can see. Gravel on the front. Coco now catching up to Speedy. Let's ride with these guys for a bit. Into the hairpin we go. Easy does it. Guys having a bit of difficulty collecting that wall on the outside. Enzo is now falling back behind Weber just a bit, trying to break into that clear air. Enzo now has indication on the side. Lucky sets the fastest lap at 3:05. Evil's moved up to P7. Oh, Enzo gets it back a little loose. He is starting to close in with Weber again, though. Let's look at the speedometer, shall we? 142 miles, really collects much of a toll with Weber's. Weber's only 142, as Enzo's 145, 146. Definitely the toe is coming in handy here for Enzo. Lap 4 of this race, halfway through, after they cut back to the loop. Get that speedometer back off. Let's look at the map. Map is closed. Raven's joined. Can Enzo get the job done? Anybody else relatively close? Here goes Evil. Everybody pretty much has smashed up windscreens except for Goat. Coco hits hard onto the wall. Speedy doing really well in P4. Lucky trying to reel in Enzo and Weber. Can he get them? He has actually pulled up a lot of that gap between the two. There is that famous loop that these guys will be running around into this. This is now actually a chicane, but in this time period, it was long wave, a long left-hander. Enzo and Weber still battling it out. Lucky might get a little closer as long as Lucky can maintain this gap between them and enter this corner. He goes a little bit wide again. Better this time around for Lucky. He's got caught down, gap now 2.9 seconds between himself and Enzo and Weber. Where is Speedy? Speedy's 17 seconds behind. Coco's 22. Tom is starting to reel in Evil just a bit. Oh, there's big contact at the front. Big contact at the front. Oh, Lucky coasting to the wall as well. What is going on? Oh, there's big contact at the front. Where is Enzo and all this? Lucky. Jeez. Enzo's going to get a free ride around these guys. That's right with Enzo. He's just going to eyes Weber ahead of him. Lucky's pulled into the front. As Weber's engine now is exposed. It looks like somebody else might have retired. Prodigo has retired from this race as well. Lap 5 of 8. Enzo pulling in Weber, Lucky out P1. Gets a little high, almost touches the wall there. Gets pretty close to that wall still. Really smooth now, coming out off to the exit of the tunnel, into the start finish. How about Enzo? Where is he at in this mix? He's right there on Weber. Jump back through with Weber. Side by side, they're going into this. Kind of have to almost hold it flat out. No, they both chip down into fourth. Still side by side. Looks like Enzo's going to squeak through as Weber's going to pull behind to carry that toe. Easy on the throttle, easy on the brakes. It looks like Enzo's going to go hard into the wall there. Weber might have a look around the inside. Oh, Enzo touches the grass a bit. This is all, wow, how been Lucky to peel that gap between himself and the rest of these guys. 3.1 seconds now is the gap between them. Only lap 5. This guy's going to have 3 more laps to contend to. Interesting to see a couple guys dropped out. SF1 Evil down in P6. Tom, will he start reeling in? SF1 Evil is 46 seconds, so he's just about 9 seconds behind Evil. Coco doing well in P6. He is starting to catch Speedy in P4. These guys on top. It's going to be a run for the win again between Lucky, Weber. Last race it was Raven. This race is going to be Enzo. Enzo does really well in that corner. I severely wish I had a track side view on this race. Shame they didn't put it in for this race. Jump down through. How's Coco is starting to pull up the gap. Evil in the back stretch. Tom going around. Enzo easy on the inside. Here we go. He's caught up. Where's Lucky? Lucky's pulled away in this race. Closer they're getting. And Enzo hold on to him. Will he shift up to 5th? Let's actually look at the speedometer. He's in 5th. He's going to have such a toe against Weber here. Peel over, Enzo pulls to the inside, and they're going to go side by side into the corner. Into the long loop. It looks like they're going to. No, Enzo pulls ahead. That gives Weber the toe. Oh, look at the Here we go. This is one of the reasons why they got rid of this loop. It's so dangerous. Weber gets really close to that exit there. And he pulls back up 4 into P2. These guys are battling. Enzo's going to pull back in, get that toe. Let's get rid of the speedometer just for a bit. through for Weber. It's a bit of a touch there from these guys. Weber on the inside, no. Weber's gone through. Enzo's collected the grass. He spins around. Unfortunate for Enzo. Where's Coco in this mix? Is he going to catch up to Enzo? Enzo should just about be ahead. Oh no, Coco's grabbed the grass as well. Very easy to collect the grass and spin the car out here. Speedy, where's Speedy? Something has happened to Speedy. I think he's lost. What has happened to Evil? Evil now. Riding with SF1. Tom, let's watch this for a bit. This is going to be good. Inside, side by side on the loop. Is Evil there to the right? He is. SF1 Tom's going to have a toe on Evil. Here we go. Tom has a run. Will he make a move for it? I think he's going to back out. Let's let Evil have his position. Oh, Evil goes really far wide. They're going to hit each other. So, Tom gears down. Let's jump back through and look at the battle front. Lucky's on his way through the hairpin. Weber is going through the hairpin now. Lap 7, penultimate lap of this race. Tom and Evil, a little battle out for right now. These guys going back and forth. Coco pulls it into the pits. I wonder if he's going to retire the car. He's pulling into the pits. Let's watch through. Alright, interesting. Oh, but these two going at it. I wonder, it seems like something's wrong with, I think he's waiting for the battle. He wants to battle these guys. There we go. Here we go. Tom goes really far off the track. So does Evil, and Speedy says, alright. How's Tom doing? Tom just found himself in that gravel. Speedy now is going to battle with SF1 Evil. Enzo, Weber has lost it in the turn. Oh, unfortunate. So Enzo finds himself in P2. Lucky now on the GP part of the track. Coco in P4. Evil and Speedy and Tom. Let's see if Tom's figured out this hairpin yet. It's just gonna cut it. Yeah, that's I guess the way to do it. You can see the tire tracks through. I wonder who that might be. Here we go, Speedy on Evil. These guys are having a bit of difficulty on this track. Speedy's thinking about making the move on the outside. Can he get the job done? No, Evil pulls back in the toe. Tom's right there as well. Evil touches the grass. Maybe trying to kick up a bit of dirt to Speedy. Coco. Enzo's in P2. Lucky right now dominating this race. Here goes Speedy and Evil into the final loop. Here we go, into the race we go. Evil. It's a little bit hairy through that turn. Where's Lucky in this manner? He's coming up to start his final lap of this race. Riding with Speedy and Evil though, fighting out for who's going to get P5. Enzo right there. Lucky now crosses the start-finish line to begin lap 8. Enzo not too far behind, 14 seconds is the gap. Weber, but Evil and Speedy, these two. How far off is Tom from these guys? He's trying to catch back up to him. brakes. Looks like Evil gets this corner just about wrong. He slaps into the wall. Tom trying to get himself caught back up to these two. I think Evil and Speedy are really just pulling away. Let's look at the map, shall we? I want to make sure I'm watching. That'd be Lucky leading, going around the loop. You might hear his car go around. Best lap data is Nick +4. Here we go. Speedy's getting a good run on him. Oh, touches the gravel just a bit. Side by side, they're going to go into this hairpin. Let's watch on board and see if any of them go wide. It looks just about like they maintain to hang on to the track. Final lap is on its way. These guys are going to go side by side again. Let's see if Tom's figured out this hairpin this final lap. As you can hear Lucky off in the distance. Here we go, thinking about it, into the hairpin. They both overcook it too. Tom's going to decide he's going to go right through. And give just a bit. Oh, side by side. Big collision there. Oh, jeez. Oh, what is this? Stuck on each other's cars. And they finally broke free. So we're going to jump on board with Lucky. Where's Lucky now? He is finally finishing up his last lap. That's put Tom to P5. I think Tom's pretty comfortable with that. Coco doing well. P4, Weber P3. Has Enzo caught up? No, Enzo's 17.3 seconds behind Lucky. Lucky navigating his last lap of this race. Down the final back stretch for the final time. He is going to pick up the Monza Grand Prix win. This has been an interesting event, to say the least. Stick around because we have one more as well. That one is going to be set on a time limit, so those drivers will have 25 minutes per race. Here we go. Lucky doing well. He's going to navigate that final right-hand turn, cross the line, and win the Monza Grand Prix. Probably do a little swerve here, there, and there. He does so, swerves, and picks up that race win. Let's see Enzo. Where's Weber here? These two probably still battling each other. They are. It looks like Tom's trying to pick back up to him, but Enzo's going to cross the line in P2. Looks like Weber's going to easily finish in P3 to round out your podium. There we go. Enzo finishes P3. Weber's going to cross the line, or Enzo finishes P2. Weber's going to cross the line in P3. Crosses the line. Coco a little further back. Let's watch the battle between these guys. Tom is starting to pick up with these guys. These three, Coco, the only ones left to finish. Side by side. These guys, Evil and Tom are going to go after it. I have a feeling these guys are just going to completely just go after each other. So Coco is going to cross the line. He was P4. Does that move him up in this game? No, he does cross the line P4. So let's ride on board with the last three remaining to finish this race. Top out is their invitational event. Historic. Speedy goes a bit wide. Tom's got a run. Is Evil going to have a run too? Speedy and Tom. Is Evil going to have a look? To the hairpin they go. It looks like Evil has gone just about. Tom's lost it into the kitty litter. Tom's gone through. Speedy's going to have a look at Evil. Side by side. Nope. Speedy's going to tuck behind. He's going to have a run at Evil. The last ditch effort. He's going to pull to the outside. Don't know if the car has just enough. They're going to touch each other. Squeezes it in. There you go. Tom is going to cross the line. Just about P8, and that's going to do it for the Monza Grand Prix. And for this lobby, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Be back in just a few for the second lobby with a lot of drivers that are going to give it another go. Lucky wins, followed by Weber in P2, Coco P3, Evil P4, Speedy P5, and SF1 Tom round out that race. But we will be back. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, signing off. We'll see you in just a few.